9:50 a.m. Partly sunny, partly cloudy, high today of 83, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Sitting out on the balcony, having a morning cup of joe. And having a very enjoyable morning. My previous video was a repeat from one of last night's clips, which was basically more or less a repeat from 2 nights ago of sky observations and the sights thereof. Very pleasant morning out here, light winds, very comfortable temperature currently. Although we do have quite a lot of haziness that is observable. But I was sitting here enjoying this morning and took notice of the moon, or otherwise lesser light. Thought I might as well go ahead and attempt to record a little bit. It's a morning of very little observable air activity. But of course, that could ramp up throughout this day. I believe once we get the moon back into the shot, we shall go ahead and conclude this recording. There we have a glimpse of the moon once again, as it is once again being covered over by so-called cloud material. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have yourselves a great one. Skywise out. 10 a.m. Let's take in a little bit of an observance here. So we have the moon, and if you might be able to see, there is just a little bit of the surface of the outline of the moon that is actually lit up much more brightly than the rest of what we can see or observe. Okay, so let me stand up here with that in mind and where we are looking. Okay, let's go ahead and swing right straight on over here to the eastern sky, of which we have the light. Okay, the light is actually lower than the moon currently. Okay, whoops, sorry, the moon. It's already getting rather difficult to see my screen as I have the greater light over my shoulder. So yes, but the moon is actually up higher. Come on now. So the lesser light, basically higher than the greater light, and so you have to take in the consideration. Oh, and it's hidden once again. The factors of the lighting and shadowing of the moon and its location of positioning in comparison to the location and positioning of the greater light. Okay, so here and spinning around here. And almost sounds as though there is a small engine playing in the background. But yeah. And even the dark spots of the supposed craters does not really look right. Had that orange slice appearance to it, like what I recorded a few weeks back. No, the brightest portion of the surface of the moon does not match up with the shine coming from the greater light. And I believe that is all that I shall state. This is a common observance on this channel, though. Take it as you will. You can be the judge. But on that note, the Skywise out. Again. Have a great one. Yeah. Well, 10:10 a.m. Just barely got that small engine airplane in the shot there. Kind of snuck up on us as it was quite off or quite far off into the distance of our western horizon. More likely, once again, as stated in our previous recordings, the air activity should be on the increase as this day continues forth. Not too sure how well of a capture that was, but well, we'll go with it. And I believe I'll go ahead and add this on to the previous recordings from this morning. We've been having a lot of swallow activity out here in the skies as well. I still have not really made the connections as to the symbology behind seeing these swallows, but we've also had some rather large flocks of birds flying overhead at times as well. Yeah, the moon is currently behind this formation here. And I believe that once it should move out of the way, we will go ahead and zoom in on the moon once again and end the recording there. Once again. It's not often that I can record the moon and have it come out halfway decent, so when given moments like this, I jump on the opportunity in order to provide. And we've got a black butterfly up here. Rather small amongst the leaves and branches of the trees. Not sure where it disappeared to now, but we now have the reappearance of the moon once again amongst the milky white and blue backdrop of the sky. Oh. Yeah, I guess we can drop the lighting down a little bit just to enhance the visual. And well, that's kind of strange looking. Once again, Skywise out. I apologize for any and all false endings. Two so far. And I believe I just seen. Oh, I thought it was a cardinal that flew amongst the leaves of the branches of the trees. Yeah, more swallow activity. Right now, kind of few and far in between as far as their flyovers within our viewing area. But anyways, yeah, it's gone on long enough. We've seen enough. And if you'd like to post if you would like to post your thoughts in the comment section below pertaining to these observations, well, please do so. But on that note, once again, well, I think we'll pause this momentarily. Yeah, I want to kind of get a little bit of this in the shot here as well, which is, of course, the greater light. We got some cloud structures and between us and that, a whole lot of that milkiness. But once again, let's go ahead and end up with Miss Luna here. And be happy with that. Skyways out. Again. 10:20 a.m. I guess I'm adding on just that much more, as now we have the appearance of a sky guide of some sort. Yeah, we still have, of course, the moon quite visible now without any hindrance from clouds. But I had just taken notice of a couple of rather large birds. Yeah, back here, the western horizon. Very surprised that they did not come my way and fly overhead. Well, which of course could still occur. And pertaining to any cloud coverage now, well, it is all in the direction of the greater light fading away quite quickly. Looks like we might be getting a little bit of sun ray action, possibly. Yeah, so once again, I don't know, I'll go ahead and toss out my unapologetic apologies for the false endings. But when given the opportunities, I do enjoy tossing in those sky guides with my sky observations, because I just feel that they are connected. And basically the message that I am receiving is to pay attention to this location or later on. Looks like we have more cloud formations coming in. The wind seems to be picking up just a wee little bit stronger. I'm not sure if we're getting anything nifty or neat to really see within all of this, but yeah. As stated, it is very pleasant out here right now, and so I am taking advantage of the situations at large. Why not, right? But we will once again end up right here with Miss Luna. And this will be our official ending for these sun, moon, and I guess cloud observations of this morning, as well as a couple of birds maybe. And again, take care. Have yourselves a great one. Come on back to this flip side of reality whenever you care to do so. Otherwise, Skywise out.